My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Zoolander. Now, look, some people talk about Up as the most emotional opening to a movie ever. But I think this movie just might top it. When Derek Zoolander is going for orange mocha frappuccinos with his friends, and they start having a gasoline fight and they all die in a terrible accident. It is a truly heartbreaking sequence. Okay, joke aside, that moment still makes me laugh out loud to this day. It is just pitch perfect. It starts off as absurd and it gets more stupid as the scene progresses, and as soon as that one guy takes out the lighter, I'm just like on the floor laughing. Love it. You also got so many other great lines here, like, what is this? A center for ants? Love it. And I just love the satire going on here, how it pokes fun at the modeling industry. You know, whether it's Hansel and Derek having a face-off where they're each trying to copy each other's movements, only for Hansel to take off his underwear and Zoolander not being able to. That's hilarious. Or if it's a reporter asking Zoolander, so when did you want to become a model? And he says in second grade he caught a reflection of himself in his spoon and he thought, what if I could make a living off of being ridiculously good looking? That cracks me up. And just this entire concept of the movie is just aware of how stupid it is, and the plot really complements that, as Will Ferrell wants to assassinate the Malaysia Prime Minister for creating child labor laws. And it's just so over the top and so dumb, and I absolutely love it. This movie knows exactly what it is and it leans into it every opportunity. You've also got yourself some great acting here. Ben Stiller gives one of his best comedic performances. He just carries this movie incredibly well. He just captures this persona, this idiocracy of this character so perfectly. And he's the perfect average looking guy for this role. You've also got Owen Wilson, who I think is really funny and really great as well, and I love the conflict between these two characters and the friendship that eventually forms. You do buy into it because of how stupid these two characters are. You've got Christine Taylor, who's very cute in this movie, and she does a good job. You've got Will Ferrell, who's a bit too much in moments, but he's still good for the most part. I do love his repeated line of, Hansel, he's so hot right now. Mila Jovovich is the performance that I do not like. It's just too much, too over the top, feels like it belongs in a different movie. Jerry Stiller, I think the guy's hilarious in everything he's in this movie is no exception, and I do have to bring him up, but it's really funny to watch this movie nowadays and to see Donald Trump in this movie. You know, to see a former president in a dumb satire like this, like, it's just really funny. I also do think this movie has some good direction by Ben Stiller, especially visually. Just the ridiculousness of this industry is captured so well, but pacing-wise and structure-wise, it's a bit of a mess, especially in the first act. Like, it begins, it introduces Will Ferrell talking to these mystery people, then it introduces Derek Zoolander, he then goes to a award show, then Hansel gets introduced there, and then Zoolander gets introduced there, then he gets on stage and accidentally takes the award, and that's a sad moment, and then he goes out with his friends the next day and they all die. He then talks to Jerry Stiller about wanting to quit, and then he goes back home only to come back immediately. The first act is actually a disaster. Still some very funny moments, but the writing is just very choppy all over the place. It could have been tidied up quite a bit. And I do like this movie. it does make me laugh. It's not as funny as I used to think it was. Like, I thought it was just hilarious, one of the funniest movies ever. And it's not that, but it still made me laugh plenty of times. I still enjoy this movie, and it's definitely much better than the sequel. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Zoolander a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, have you bought a Zoolander? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for some more videos soon, and Gavin out.